Hi Pisces, welcome to your end of December 2016 general tarot reading. It's Rena here. As you can see, I've laid out the cards already. I just want to give a shout out to a Pisces person. I believe it was a male. That's about as far as I can remember. And this person suggested that I, group the videos into the different signs and have as a playlist so it'd make it easier, because I do go back and forth. I've already done the January love readings, so that's kind of I'm kind of going back to December now. And so if that's something that would make your life easier, just check out my channel, and it'll have I'm hoping I made those playlists public, but I may not have updated them for the last couple of days, so just to let you know, but I have collected the ones from the recent past that would be apropos to this time period. So, as you can see, I've laid out the cards already. I, just screwed up a couple of times. I wanted to say before I begin that we're having a new moon in Capricorn. For you, this is on the 29th of December. Oh, and Mercury is going retrograde in an early degree of Capricorn. Also, for you, this is your 11th house. Okay, so Mercury there, and then the new moon there. Mercury is the 19th when it's going retrograde, and so Jupiter... Why did I say Jupiter? The new moon is going there on the 29th. Now, one thing I just want to say very quickly is that for Pisces, there may be, the 11th house is the house of friendships and hopes and wishes. Now, if you had some kind of desire that maybe you kind of talked yourself out of or something like that, it may come back into your reality, and you may be, especially when Mercury is retrograde, maybe thinking, okay, something, I do want to do that thing. And then who knows, maybe you'll manifest it at the end of the month with new beginning in hopes and wishes. There could be something related to friendships. You may hear from an old friend, okay? And I did get a card for the recent past that, is along the lines of a message. This could also deal with an Aries, and I said Aries. I said Aries for a specific reason, but I wasn't planning on saying it right now. So some of you are freaking out going, oh my God, it is an Aries. Aries, it could be fire signs. I do tend to think of Aries because pages can be beginning fresh energies, and Aries is the first fire sign. But Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it could be a new endeavor, but it could... pages, sometimes it can be a child. This would be a very rambunctious child, a very lively child. Now, it's very interesting because it's a very positive message. Just let me put it that way. You hear some good news, okay? Now, the overall thing is the Ten of Swords, okay? So the Ten of Swords is a card of feeling defeated and sense of failure. But you see, the number 10 relates to the end of a cycle. We have these 10-year, it's the end and the beginning, all wrapped into one. I am no longer afraid of this card because I realize that the worst is over. So because you got a positive card in the recent past, I think it allows you to let go of a dream of some kind. Now, this could be a person. Maybe you were with an air sign individual, and so this would be a Gemini, which it seems like Pisces tends to gravitate to. You're both mutable signs. Or a, why can't I think straight? Libra, Aquarius. Okay. that relationship may be over with, or maybe you just see the futility in it, but maybe you haven't made up your mind. This is a card of duality, but also this is a card too of any kind of choice that you have to make. It could have to do with jobs. It could be like you're doing two different jobs. And this could be also, I'm kind of like putting this in a love context, but this could actually be some sort of job situation. You may be feeling stabbed in the back at work, and someone betrayed you, and you did receive a word of another job offer, but maybe you're afraid of leaving for some reason. So you're making that choice, or maybe you're working both jobs. The Two of Pentacles can indicate somebody who's juggling, who's trying to, to do two different things. Could be very, very busy and hectic. So in relationships, there's a lot to suggest that there's fire energy. That's what I'm saying. That you may have met a fire sign. This is the higher message. So this is about messages going back and forth. So it's telling you that it also means that this person, if this is a person or a job situation, they may kind of say, well, you're going to either have to do this or not now. And for a job, it could be that you have to move. And that's what I was saying with the Two of Pentacles. It could indicate moving, maybe even overseas. Could be a body of water. Okay, and you might have to just, let's say this happens, close to the holidays. Okay, you have to leave and you have to be packed in 2 weeks. And you're like, whoa, I don't know if I can just uproot my life in a moment's notice, okay? It's just giving you that thing that you may hear news, but you may have to act fast. If it's a relationship where somebody, now if this is an Aries person, because I could totally see an Aries person pressuring someone to move in with them after 2 weeks, be careful. It's not the same as a job offer. A relationship is a totally different animal. So be careful before you allow somebody to pressure you like that, because really in relationships you have to ask, what is the rush? Why do we have to do something so quickly? And the reason I went with that theme of the Aries is because this represents the Aries as your advice. So it could be saying that the person is a good bet. It could be, now I was going to say, if the Aries person, if you are a female Pisces and the Aries is a male, I'm not talking about same-sex relationships. I'm talking about heterosexual relationships. If the male is a Pisces and they are interested in the female Aries, that could be more problematic than the other way around. Because, Aries is a masculine sign. Okay? Pisces is a feminine sign. All the water signs are feminine. All the fire signs are masculine. And when you have the opposite, where you have a female masculine sign with a male feminine sign, the male feminine sign will tend to feel that they are being bossed around. I've said this before. I call it the Guy Ritchie syndrome. Guy Ritchie, a Virgo, a Madonna, a Leo. And also I should say too that earth signs are feminine and air signs are masculine as well. But yeah, so she was a masculine female, he was a feminine male. And so because Aries is such a bossy sign, for lack of a better word, you may, a woman, and this I'm saying, a feminine sign woman who may be more traditional may not balk at that the way if the tables were turned. If it were, a male Pisces being bossed around by a female Aries. So just a thought about this. This could also mean that you want to gain counsel. Like, for instance, if this is a job offer, you may need the advice of somebody who is knowledgeable and powerful in the field that you're thinking about to make that decision, if it's a good bet for you or something. Especially if you have to, move thousands of miles away, you want to make sure that you're not getting involved with something that's going to end up being just kind of like a scam or whatever. The outcome is the Six of Cups, that card that I keep talking about. I do get this card in different positions, but it seems like it shows up time and time again in my spreads. Even in private readings too. But the Six of Cups is a card about nostalgia, the past. As I say, we have this Mercury retrograde. You could be hearing from somebody from the past. That could be the person that you hear from at the beginning of this reading. It could be somebody from the past. And it's your true love. It's a soulmate. The person that you've always wanted. Maybe that is the 11th house activating. But even in the realm of even in the realm of business, this could be having your dream job. Maybe something that you've dreamed about since you were a child is finally coming to fruition, and everything is just like falling into place for you. So it's a card. It is a card of water. Before I finish this reading, I did not mention the challenge position, which is the Five of Wands. So this is a card of strife. And this is, again, when I go back to this, the Ten of Swords is a card of, any kind of swords cards can be like that kind of strife or anxiety or just not peace in your life. The Five of Wands is more of a card of competition, and this is in the challenge position. So it could mean that maybe that relationship that you were talking about, it was doomed because you were having a sense of like not being on equal footing, and one person felt that the other one was more successful or something like that. But it could also just be petty, bickering. It could, in the workplace, this could be like having an overly competitive workplace, and that may have been what did you in, because that's when people start to really, try to stab people in the back so that they can have what the person that they're trying to slander has. But the other thing too is like this could point to a problematic Aries person or other fire sign person. When I said about the Page of Wands, I look at the suit, but I also look at the court card. And what pages represent, and they can represent messages. It doesn't have to be the wands can simply be something that is. It could be about a career, it could be about a love affair, but something that is a happy message. However, it doesn't have to be a fire sign that was involved. The reason I thought maybe it was an Aries is because of the Emperor card. The Emperor card may just mean that you have to think very clearly and be very, not be, Pisces tends to be very diffused, where they're kind of like, everything is okay, because it's like, I love everyone. Not being discerning sometimes, you know what I mean? And this is a card of somebody who's like, this is right, this is wrong, and maybe you need more of that so that you can kind of, not that you're judging a person, personally and just attacking them, but just that you're seeing a situation and how it benefits you more clearly. So you're not just like, oh, everything is just beautiful and it's just wonderful and okay. And so maybe the person that you end up with is a water sign. It could be a fellow Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio individual. But whoever it is, this person might actually be the one, or definitely somebody that you have been waiting for, maybe for a long time. Maybe you thought you would never be with that person again. And of course, we do have the holidays for most of us coming up at the end of the year, where some people reunite they go back to where they came from, their hometowns. And that, because I said that could be a card of childhood, maybe your high school sweetheart or something like that. Maybe you'll run into somebody at a party from your local area, from your past, where you grew up, just a possible scenario. But in any case, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this, and good luck to you. Bye.